Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We are on a little bit of a different setup here. Sorry for the inconvenience for this match going live. We had to figure some stuff up. Stream is currently paused there, Dre, on my end. Um, map set we are going to see tonight for this matchup. We have the side of '07 Violet taking on, man, of course. Of course, I forgot what the other team was. Sin Dynasty. There you go. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen. I had to get all of the information here through a secondary source. So we are joined up here into another match, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to be an interesting one for sure. We'll see what we have in store for us. Yeah, you're good. Um, but if we talk about map set here for just a second, we are going to be seeing exposure, hardpoint, a red ace and D, a din overload, a colossus hardpoint, and a din S and D. If we get those last two maps, we have we're only missing one player here, so we are going to be joining up in, we're just waiting for that player going to an exposure hard point, an interesting one for sure. We get it on all four modes. We saw it on S&D last night for this first time. Now we get to see it on hardpoint for the first time. So we'll see how it plays when we go into it, see which team is going to be able to play with the SMGs just a little bit better, and which team is, going to be able to collect that space with their AR players as well. That P4 rotating into that inside building off of, that first update that it came through the Call of Duty system. So again, very interesting back and forth that we are going to be witnessing tonight, but uh we'll see which team comes out with the W and who can dominate on this map number one. Really haven't, I've seen some of these players in the last game, that being BO6, but haven't really seen them in the BO7 title yet. We'll see how the game transfers for them and if they have picked it up in stride as well. When we head into map number one, really the information will be answered for us which team is going to be able to dominate here off the openers onto that exposure hardpoint. But ladies and gentlemen, we again are just waiting for a little bit more info on the players. So give us a couple minutes. We are waiting for some information for the players to come on through. All right. Yeah. I would, okay. Different procs. Proximity, Genji, different, and Yves are going to be the team for Eves. Okay. Eves for the side of '07 Violet. As we head into exposure map number one, we'll be getting to see the side of Sin Dynasty as well as we open on up into it. Let's see how it goes, as I do believe we're going to be getting a draw again here, ladies and gentlemen. Unfortunately, we are. Oh, it's a playoff match. My bad. I didn't know it was a playoff match. I would have got a little more hyped. We got a playoff match on the line here. Winner moves on, loser. Not sure if it's a one or if it's going to be loser goes on to that. Oh, whole team crash. It looks like on the other side. So we're going to head to a quick break here, ladies and gentlemen. Send in some info if you have them, about the teams as well, what the rankings are, maybe a little bit, so we can give that on over to some of our other viewers that maybe not have enough information about the teams. But playoff match on the lines here for the side of '07 Violet and Sin Dynasty. Who's going to take it? We'll be back in just a couple minutes to find out. And we get some information on over from Rolo. You can see it in the chat as well there, ladies and gentlemen. You see winners round 1 matchup here against the 4th seed taking on the 29th seed here in the rounds. Again, we'll see how we favor here in winners round 1, who moves on, who gets knocked down into the loser side of things. But let's find out, ladies and gentlemen, as we open up on a map number 1, Exposure Hardpoint. It's going to be Proxy Mine different. Eves and Gingy for the side of 07 Violet, Finder, Torch, OD, and Loom for the side of Sin Dynasty. We open up again, like I said, on that exposure. First Blood going to be found by Finder onto different. Middle of the map plays coming on through. But, you know, a big pinstripe kill feed goes in for the side of 07 Violet as they continue to collect. P2 time trying to be fought for into the spawns. Eves able to collect anything here onto the hill would be huge for his team. That wall jump doesn't favor him as Loom able to collect with his teammates on the side as a point is just being captured. This is a full big time coming in for this side of Sin Dynasty as they continue to add their numbers up. And Flander on the front of point here into this top window position now as he's making a play. Can't get it done though as Gingy able to find one. Proximine as well able to get one as well. And Eves, can they find any information onto this outside play as Different able to collect one into the middle of the map on this P2 rotation, and Different and Proximine collect for 3 there. Now 4 and 2 from this man on your screen. Back and forth control now in favor of the side of 07 Violet as they continue to add to their point deficit. They really need this time. They really do not need the side of Sin Dynasty to break in, and as I say that, they are not even going to get the chance as Flander on the backside making a rotation here, but Different again going different in the kill feed as he is 6 and 4 to start us off. 2 and 5 from Eves as an unfortunate nade kill comes out. Torch FF looking for some kills onto site. Can he get anything as the lead has gone back in favor of the side of 07 Violet? They continue to add to their prowess. Proximine now 6 and 3. Can he continue to do what he needs to do for his team? Yves gonna be that first Eves, gonna be in that first entry here as he cannot collect. Gingy now going to be asking questions here on this side door. Turn on Chow does not come in, and Gingy able to collect on to 1. Holding that back door, but his teammates fall into the front of the map. He's actually going to need to try to find some kills, but back and forth again, not really going either team's favor. You know, not too far into the lead for either side right now. Really looking for them to try to fight back onto this P2 time. Usually, whichever team is really set up well here, this is a money hill for them, but the break came on early, and as I say that, 07 Violet collecting on more kills as they get 3 dead, make it 4, and they are going to be able to push back this side of Sin Dynasty into their spawn even further. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we'll see what the side of Violet 07 Violet does elect to do to try to break this P4 side. Like I said, on that Season 1 update, this point moved on into the inside of this building. A little bit harder to break if you do not have the rotations from it. The front door, you know, just a line of sight that is very hard to deal with. Proxy able to pick up 1 in the back, make it 2 with the combo with Eves, I do believe, as he is 9 and 5. Can he collect any more with the SMG in hand? He does so and clears the point and gets the spawn for his team. But this is going to be a fast bang back out for the side of Sin Dynasty. A pinstripe kill and feed, and again, being different on the map as he collects the last 2 to break the hill time for his team. And they are looking to flow on this one. And again, you know, we've talked about this map as, you know, it has all 3 of those modes. We've seen it on that 3rd respawn mode a lot. And right now, it is really not favoring the side, you know, it's favoring the side that is able to break a little bit heavier here. You see the side of 07 Violet having a little bit of a slight edge on that point. They are able to break quickly, get the kills in concession when they need to. And again, This is going to be a huge kill, but different, coming up different again with a big two-piece onto the point, but Loom trying to hold them back now. He has to hold this on the line of sight here as Gingy collects onto 2 again. 07 Violet looking to roll onto onto P5 here, headed back into P1 with only about 20 seconds left. They're looking to secure this whole entire time right now, as they do get the kills on the close hill. Torch FF able to collect onto 1, onto the long side in front mid, and he gets traded out on. But 2-for-2 trade comes on in. Proxy just doesn't check his sideline there, and Flander, unfortunately, just able to creep into the side circle play coming out now, and Flander goes huge with a kill. 3 streak from him. Make it all 4 as he turns and burns. 21 and 13. I actually think Loom got that kill, and he's going to try to make more kills happen as Proximine and Gingy collect for 3. Proxy gets 3 on his own. Actually, Gingy collects onto that one as well. Back and forth kill feed so far, but again, the time still favoring the side of Violet, 07 Violet right now, and Pinstripe kill feed comes in again. Back and forth right now for both sides. Really no one able to keep up a flow, but Odie is going to be having to pick up that kill department if he wants to keep his team alive into this one. Eves just holding down this time for his team right now. Not really just, you know, giving anything up. Has that 4 streak on the back of the pocket, maybe playing that into his mind as well, as he does elect to rotate now. Headed into this P2 side. Different, can't get anything. Torch FF spots out the player into the mid, and again, this time still going their favor, but again, 3 dead for the side of 07 Violet as they break onto the hill early. Their breaking prowess is really the difference for them in this game. This is a very close hard point, but again, as I say that, a big 3 dead coming back and forth for the side of Sin Dynasty now as they get back onto the hill with only about 30 points down. They can still come back into the lead from this hill, but as I say that, another 4 dead happens for the side of Sin Dynasty now, and they have to fight back onto it to try to get some of this time. They need to try to elect to maybe just, you know, hold this P4 side, because right now Different is making a highlight clip on them. And again, he does get taken care of finally into the middle of the map. Flander now trying to hit this flank play. 25 and 19 from this young man. Can he find anything, though? That is the question. And finally, Gingy does collect onto him. Different, though, and Gingy able to collect onto 3. Gingy spawns in the back of the map. They know that they're just going to hit the front here. And you can see it. Different, just playing it perfectly with that AR in hand. Stun does come out. 2 dead, though, for the side of 07 Violet as they continue to hold down this hill, just not allowing the breaks to come through at all from this side of Sin Dynasty. Middle of the map plays come on in. 2-for-2 trades go on through. 1 going bottom, 1 going top. Window play comes on in. 3 dead again, and Sin Dynasty get pushed back even further. Now heading into that P4 side. We'll see what they can do on, you know, having that favorable side for spawn. But the rotations really have been better from the side of Violet. The breaking prowess has been better from them as well. As again, Proximine just wins a 50-50 chow into the middle of the map. And Gingy collecting onto 1. Can he get the back kill? He cannot. But his teammates know where players are as they are, you know, collapsing onto this point right now. And 3 now onto the hill for Sin as Proximine still playing the back of the map. He pops a big 2-piece. Now he's just going to play his time even more perfectly, letting his players get into position, just calling this play out fully. And a 2-for-2 trade does come out in. Only 1v1 for the hill right now. Who is going to win it? Spawn is closed for the side of Sin Dynasty. Can they find these players in the back of the map? They do so. 4 dead now, and Sin Dynasty come back alive late into this map as they try to rotate into that P5 side. Flanders making another big play into the middle of the map, can only collect onto 1, but a 2-for-2 trade comes on through, and Eves trying to make a play happen. 2 dead now for the side of Sin Dynasty as we rotate to a big P5 that can determine whether they keep themselves alive in this map or not. And Eves is unfortunately going to fall off the map there as it is going to be the side of 07 Violet just collecting hill time as Gingy gets one, can't get any more. Flander 32 and 27, and really nobody else on the map here for the side of Sin Dynasty. Unfortunately, 33 and 23 from Different, really being the difference maker for his side as the streaks have come in. This is where the side of 07 Violet look to close things out and try to with the nade kills as Different collects onto another one. Back map does happen. Gingy going to be able to get a big two-piece into the front of the map. Last player taken care of as well, and that will wrap up map number 1, favoring the side of 07 Violet. They go up in the series 1-0 in a little bit of a dominating fashion here. It was back and forth until it wasn't, as Different is the difference maker for his squad. 34 and 25 to finish off. 36k damage, and a very, very great one from him. But from the other side, Flander 32 and 29 with that 36k damage as well. Just really the rotations not really going the way of this, in the rotations at one point, and then it also was the breaking stuff. Like they felt like they had the rotations, they had everything locked down, and all of a sudden the breaking prowess from 07 just comes on through, and they're able to win the map. We head to a map number 2, which is sure to be interesting. Dynasty looking to bounce back. We head to a raid S&D, heading back to a throwback. And, it's always an interesting one when you get a throwback map in COD. A lot of the same plays have been executed from maps when it was in Black Ops 2. We'll probably see some of those plays coming out tonight as well. But ladies and gentlemen, as always, we're going to go ahead to a quick break. We have some players leaving the lobby. So we're going to head to a quick break, wait for them to join back up. And we will be back in just a couple minutes.
Renowned physicist Stephen Hawking has made a statement about artificial intelligence, basically warning us that could lead to the end of mankind. It's very a complex algorithm of artificial intelligence, and they got onto the subject of it, and here's what he had to say about it.
Once humans develop artificial intelligence, it will take off on its own and redesign itself at an ever-increasing rate. But I think the development of full artificial intelligence could spell the end of the human race. The primitive forms of artificial intelligence we already have proved very useful. Humans, who are limited by slow biological evolution, couldn't compete.
Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, we got some more info as well here, headed into map number 2. Looking at the bracket and the side that 07 Violet and Sin Dynasty are going to be on. They are going, they are match 5, so they're going to be taking on whoever wins this match, I should say, is going to be taking on the Golden Oreos in winners round number 2. We'll get some more information on to who's going to be taking that losers match. I'm not sure if it's single elimination or double elimination here as we head on into it. And Torch connecting onto the nade kill to open it up. Like I said, same place have came out here pretty often on this map. And a big 3-piece from Eves here to make the map. Can he get all 4? He can't, unfortunately, in Proximine. Just standing in the map. I do believe we're going to get a restart here. Loom, just not really sure where this player's at, so he's just playing info. Unfortunately, there's not a lot going on the map here because we do have a player disconnected, so unfortunate timing here. The round has gone out. On the stream, he was pretty much disconnected this whole round. Really has not moved out of the spawn. So, again, I do believe we are going to be getting a restart, ladies and gentlemen. So, we'll wait for confirmation on that. But I'm more than positive. As I say that, ladies and gentlemen, hold on. He comes back alive. He's back from the bathroom, maybe. As a bomb is down, he's got to pick it up to try to make a play, and he's not going to be able to, as round 1 does go to the side of Sin Dynasty on some interesting stuff there. Oh 07 Violet, maybe not ready to start map 2. Proximine, maybe the full effect of that one. So he was away from keys, opening up that round. Maybe if he was there, able to clutch. As we head back onto it, it's going to be the offensive side of the boys from Sin Dynasty. What can they figure out as Finder is heading through the middle of the map? Stun play does connect onto it. Now they head to this site to figure out what's going on. Bomb going to be planted as First Blood gets traded out as well. All surrounding this Tiki position. If you're the side of Sin Dynasty, one spot out, but a big turn-on kill here from Proximine. And again, all kills favoring the side of 07 Violet as they get the defuse in, and now we're tied at 1s. Passion Pit is seeing a lot of crazy plays tonight, ladies and gentlemen. We do appreciate you, as always, for joining in. If you haven't yet, make sure you go drop that follow, get involved into the channel, hit the subscribe button if you're feeling very generous. And as always, we appreciate you for being involved. We head into this next round. And also, big shout out to Gabe for the WCaster, double production. We appreciate you, man. We're headed into this one. Next round. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. You know, this man on your screen, Eves, 5-1, 2 streak from him as the stun plays do not connect on anything. Nade is going to be thrown. Sniper kill from Different gets connected onto through the middle of the map, though. And now this play onto the A site looking a little more fruitful for the side of 07 Violet this time, as Eves does go down. Different still holding that flank position as Pistol is now out. His teammate's gonna have to try to help him. Just wall bouncing on this door, really not allowing this Loom to see this play happen. And again, only 1 left up into it. Now 2-1 up for the side of Sin Dynasty. Not really sure what the play was there, boys. No offense to, Different. He probably knows way more than me about the game. He's very different at the game. You saw that from map number 1. But I don't know why the wall bounces were really, we basically made our teammate play a stun. Like, play as a stun. And you were the trade out guy when you should have played as a stun. I don't know, man. It's a play that happened. Unfortunately, it does happen. And the side of Sin Dynasty do take another round. 07 Violet looking to bounce back here, heading into round number 2. Same play coming realistically out of the side of Sin Dynasty. A water play, though, from number 1 as he's already into the back of the map, but doesn't check his corners as Loom collects on to Gingy for the first blood. Finder into the middle of the map. He's looking to find someone on this informational route here, but he's looking in the wrong places as he does connect onto one. Now 1v4 situation, actually, as Odie does not spot out this player. Proxy Mine has pressure coming on in, and that's another round going in favor of Sin Dynasty. 3-1 now, favoring Sin Dynasty. We head into this next round, 4 rounds deep, round number 5. Sin Dynasty up 2 rounds right now, ladies and gentlemen. We'll see if they can continue to do what they need to on the map, but this man on your screen, really the thorn in the side for them. He's 5-3, really needing to try to find these kills early for his team. He's really the difference maker for their team, having different on their team too. It's not a pun, I promise, as Eves does collect onto one. OD getting one back as well. Now in the 2v2 situation, OD and Torch now thinking this play is going to be happening onto this B site, and they have the right read as Gingy connects onto one, just shouldering this pillar, plays his life and plays back into his teammates' waiting arms. OD now having to find 2v1 situation, having to split up these chows, making them 1v1, trying to find the fights and hit through money at the same time. He's going to be running into one. I do believe Gingy there in the middle of the map, and he collects. Now 2-3. Another round win for the side of 07 Violet. It's actually Eves that connects onto that kill. 7-3 from him. And again, we head into the next round. Really, neck and neck right now. I know the scoreboard doesn't really show that, but first round did not favor the side of 07 Violet in the fashion of Proximine was not moving on the map. Another play to this B site, just information given on over. 1-for-1 trade now. It's a 3v2, actually, as Finder and OD do go down. I didn't see Finder go down early in the map. And again, 3v2 now. Torch and Loom gonna have to do something. Torch bouncing that stun off the door, unfortunately. Middle of the map play. And it's gonna be a 1-for-1 trade as Loom gets traded out, but Torch able to connect on one. Now a 2v1 scenario. Torch does not have bomb on back as well. Loom was the bomb carrier. It's different. Doesn't get the timing on the spot out there, unfortunately. Bomb is going to be down close to the site. You just got to play one kill here first. One does get spotted out into kitchen. And now teammates are just going to play together, play these corners, play the trades onto the site. Slowdown has came through. Proxy Mine now spotting out this player. Can get really good aim assist through those pillars. Finally connects onto the pistol kill. Now tied at 3s. We are all tied up. 6 rounds deep. Maybe potentially another 5 to go to decide us. We'll see if we get there. Proxy with some crucial kills coming in. 3-3. 7 rounds deep. 6 rounds deep. We head into round number 7. Who's going to take the edge late into this one? As another round has came up. Here we go. It's going to be the side of 07 Violet on their offensive side. Different still has that sniper in hand, getting that spot out through mid. No information given on over, though, from the side of Sin Dynasty. He finds one, actually. Finder. Gingy going to get found as well from Loom. Now Eves slowing this play down. Smoke going down onto site, and Loom really not acting on this play at all. I really do believe this is trying to get a reaction out of the side of Sin Dynasty, but different now having to deal with some last one in a... absolutely ridiculous quick scope comes out from different right there. Look at this, man. Just huge shot to clutch up the round. He gets one from the back as well again in the map. And again, he's the difference maker for his team right now. Going huge, 4-3, 1 round up for the side of 07 Violet, headed into the thick of things into this map number 2. They're looking to take a 2-0 lead, but it is the sign of Sin Dynasty that they're going to have to go through. Torch FF able to connect onto hit markers in through the middle of the map. Torch spots one out into mid-circle. Can he find anything, though? He can't. Flander finds one, but gets Torch traded out. Different now looking for more players coming out money. The bomb does go down to this B site. Difference giving information on over that there's a player going to be top money. Gingy going to be able to take care of that player from the information on given on over. Odie able to trade out through the middle of the map. Sniper getting acted from Loom, and now it's different. Trying to have to clutch up by himself. First kill goes his way, but instantly traded out with the knife. With the snipe. Yeah. Thanks, bro. Thank you, production, for that. I did mess up there with the sniper. They do get the trade out kill. So unfortunately, the side of 07 Violet and Sin Dynasty, we go back into a tie up. 8 rounds deep. Round number 9 we're headed into, ladies and gentlemen. 9-5 from Eves. Can they do anything? Gingy and Eves trying to find some kind of inkling of a play here early into this round. It's really what has made the difference for them into winning the rounds. And it is Gingy going to be able to collect onto First Blood into Top Laundry. And now Proxy Mine going to have to hold this flank very securely because he knows more players are probably going to be wrapping through. Gets a bunch of hit markers, but no kills go on through, and bomb goes down in the 3v3 retake for the side of Sin Dynasty. They have to try to act this out quick and get these kills in a 1v1 scenario, maybe in a 2v1, but different. Collects 2 into the back of the map on the flank, and the front one is just easy pickings here for 07 Violet as they win another round. 5-4 for their side as they continue to add rounds. They look different into this 6-round half. They've brought themselves back into it a little bit. And now is the match point favoring their side. It is the side of Sin Dynasty going to have to fight here to get us to around 11. But can they do so? We head into round number 10, ladies and gentlemen. Who's going to get the first blood? Put it in chat. Let me know what you think as we open up on into it, ladies and gentlemen. First blood shots could be going down. As I say that, Loom able to collect with a nade kill there. Proximine trades it out as well, 1 for 1. So really not even. I'm not really going to count those. Let's see who gets the first kill after this. Just trying to see who decides this round as Eves does connect onto that nade kill. He spots out 2 players in this water position. He knows players could be coming through a different angle as he does get found out as Flander does connect onto that next kill. So he's going to be the winner if you guess Flanders. You get a nice firm handshake from me as this round is getting deep into it. It is looking like the side of Sin Dynasty are going to be able to clutch this up. Remember, they still have that sniper in the back of the map. 1v2 scenario. Water is not going to be spotted out as Loom doesn't actually have the sniper in his back pocket. Not a lot of time left here, and I do believe that's going to be the round as we head to around 11, ladies and gentlemen. Type in the chat who you think's going to win. Who you think's gonna open up with the first blood? Play that game again. It's alright, bro. Don't worry, bro. You were wrong one time. It's alright, bro. No worries. Alright, 5-5 here, ladies and gentlemen. Headed into round 11. Let's get those eyes on this one. It's a huge swing for their side. As we head into this next round, it is going to be the side of Sin Dynasty that open up on the offensive side, but can they do that? Nade kill goes on in for Proximine, gonna connect on to OD. Now 4-3 scenario here favoring their side. Second kill goes their way. Last round really not looking good here for the side of Sin Dynasty. Now in a 2v4 scenario, they're going to have to play very smart to try to clutch this out for their team. Torch goes down as well. Now a 1v4. Gingy just playing a route into the back of the map. They're all flooding this player from the side of Sin Dynasty, and finally, he does get taken care of. Map number 2 goes 07 Violet's way, 6-5 here in this one. Actually, really good plays coming out from Loom and Eves as well. 10 and 6 for both of them. You see the damage coming in. Not a lot of damage from Eves, but again, huge kills. Still, no matter the less. As we head back into this, I do believe we're going to get another party switch. So we're just going to go to this quick break. Let you guys listen to some music here. If you want to interact with chat, let me know. Yeah, just send some chats in. We'll interact with them when we come back. So we'll catch you guys after the break here with map number 3, Overload. And hold on, let me see where we're headed to first. Let me tell you where we're headed to first, ladies and gentlemen. We're headed to a den Overload, and we'll be back in just a couple minutes for that map to go live. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, we are back with potentially what could be the last map here tonight for the side of Violet 07, being that 4 seed. They're going to move on to play a team called Golden Oreos, the 13 seed. They won their match in a 3-2 fashion against the lower seeded team as well. So we'll see what they can do, potentially headed into that matchup. We'll see if the side of Sin Dynasty, though, I don't want to give it too soon and say 07 is just going to outright win it, because we never know. We've seen a lot of crazy matches this year already. We are part of an EWG main stage where a team goes 2-0 down in dominating fashion and come back and win in map 5. So we've really seen everything so far this COD season, that zero season for a lot of these leagues. And, I just don't want to count them out too early quite yet. We'll kind of know by halftime of this map if they're going to be able to bring themselves back into the series and fight on it. But we head to a defensively favored map in a lot of these overload maps that we talk about, there's not really, too much of a favorable side. You can score on both sides pretty easy. But we head into this map, a den overload, which looks on paper like you can score on both sides, but it's very hard to score on the one side. Being the P2 side has a favorable spawns there in that one. It's a little bit harder to get into those spawns and try to actually score, because basically if you get the P2 side, you're basically fighting people in your spawn at the time of trying to capture these points. So it is a little bit harder to score from that opposite P2 side, as you see on this character view. We'll see if '07 Violet can continue their prowess as we head into it, ladies and gentlemen. We are map 3 2-0 up for '07 Violet as Different tries to make a play into the middle of the map. Spots out one player, can't get the kill to go his way. 2 dead, make it 3, make it all 4. Now for the side of Sin Dynasty, they have the capture point and blockers in position as well, looking to try to find the first secure point here, but the kills do not go their way into the spawn, and the point still down in their spawn if you're the side of '07 Violet, but that score comes on through. OD able to get it, and Yikes and Proxy, Gingy as well, able to connect onto 3, and only one player left up onto it as we head to this P2 side, and they're able to get on through. All dead now in the kill feed, but it's able to happen as Eves is able to collect for 1, but only 1. And again, we head into this broken dojo side to try to figure out where these players are going. Different able to collect onto 2, Proxymine able to collect 1 as well. And now 3 dead. They're going to have to play back with their offensive prowess, their defensive prowess here. And again, they're able to do so for the side of Sin Dynasty. Just keeping the side of '07 Violet away for now in this one. Not very, the side of '07 Violet aren't very able to, really try to get out of their spawn. They're not on the favorable side, so it's very hard for them to try to figure out these plays going on as one pistol comes in, but the second one doesn't go their way. Now 2-0 up with that score on in for the side of Sin Dynasty. They really need to stop the bleeding if you're the side of '07 Violet. Don't let them score too much. You can still keep your wits about you. We've seen score lines like this before, 2-0 down. They can bring themselves back into it. They just have to score on this other side realistically and not allow them to do this. But right now, Sin Dynasty looking very dominant on map number 3 as they continue to try to hold this out. But the point now in the hands of Eves and Co. from '07 Violet. They're trying to have a blocker in position as one does go down. Gingy able to connect on the pistol kill. Make it 3, dead in the kill feed. And now they head to point. Gingy gets traded out. Make it 2 for OD again, but Different. Connects onto 1. Can't get the last one close to the point, unfortunately. Did think we were going to see heroics happen from the side of '07 Violet, but unfortunately they do not. All the players from '07 really here, and again, 2 kills with the pistol happen, and Eves, again, the last player here, having that pistol in hand, having to make this first kill challenge, and he does not make it happen. OD not electing to pick up that point. This is a good play by him as he's able to get these first 2 initial kills for his side. Proxymine able to collect onto 1, make it 2 as he's able to get 3 into the kill feed. Finder left up by himself and point, push back into dojo, into middle map. And again, this is a rotate that I do believe we're going to see happen from the side of '07 Violet. You can see player number 8 making a flank play and making a huge route in for him as he does finally get picked up. Only 2 players into the front of the map for '07, and they cannot get it done. And unfortunately, that will spell a 0 round, what it looks like at least. We still got a minute. I shouldn't say that too early. We still got a minute right now for the side of '07 to try to score here. His point does get picked back up by them, and Gingy has the pistol in hand, just really playing these corners. He spots out a player, maybe gets a little bit of info from his teammate as a double pistol kill comes on out. One with the beatdown and one with just the pistol shots itself on a 3 streak from him. 13 and 10 as he continues to fry. In this one, we'll see if he can secure this point. Nade kill coming in huge, though, from the garage side for the side of Sin Dynasty to keep them away. And now we are dwindling on time here. If you are the side of '07 Violet, you have to find this kill and try to secure the point as fast as possible. But again, Eves in the point. He just needs to go, and he gets killed through the middle of the map. That is what spells the end for the side of '07 Violet. Remember, we do have halftime run-out clock, but they have to be able to secure the point. And again, Gingy collects onto 2. More kills going their way. Gingy not able to get another one. We're headed back for a rotational play into the other side. as a reset does happen. Middle of the map play, 3 dead now. This is where they have to go to try to secure themselves 1 point here as they get all dead, and now they're going to be able to secure a point before the halftime buzzer. That's going to be halftime here. Excuse me. For the side of 07 versus Sin Dynasty. Sin Dynasty take the halftime in the lead 2-1 right now. Not a very big lead, but still with the lead in their hands. OD makes the play of the round. Able to collect on a 3 there. Violet only down 1 point on the worst side here. That is a good thing for them as we head into what is arguably the better side on this map for scoring. We'll see if their side can do so in this one, though. 07 Violet going to break off pretty normally. 2 into mid, 2 into that P1 side, and 2 dead already from OD as he collects on a big 2-piece to open us up, make it 3 dead. Now for the side of 07 Violet. Again, the score coming on through actually gets stopped at the goal line, and an unfortunate score does not. Actually, it does come on through, but not by the player that did pick up the point. 3-1 now, favoring the side of Sin Dynasty. Only 2 points down is this side. They have a block in right now, but Gingy's got to make a big play here. He spots out one through the middle of the map. Can he get any more, though? That is the real question, as Gingy's already pushed up into this capture zone, but he's got to help his teammates here as a team kill does come on through. He's able to connect onto one more, but that's a 3 dead in the kill feed for his side, as he just needs to block this point for his teammates, as he's actually going to just run it in himself. He gets the point to where he's at, and he's like, I got this block still. It's just a nuclear one from the side of 07 Violet. He finally does get taken care of, but again, Eves through the middle of the map, just playing back and forth kind of ball right now, as we'd say 3-2 score line, just pushing on through into this point secure point, and he's trying to find information out for this other side. The pistol kill does not come on in, and that's going to be a 2 dead. Torch actually makes the team kill happen as well. Pistol kill coming. Can it happen, though, as they just play on back with a point to try to play back into this A side now on a full rotated point. We head back into it. You see the players and the arrows headed to this side to try to fight this player out as they get the kill and the point secure. They have 2 blockers in on this B side now as they just have to fully run it in. And I do believe it falls off the map. We're going to have to go through that resecure zone as a pistol does not get the chows again. And Torch able to be that blocker for his team. OD having pistol in hand. Just going to try to make this quick play through the back of the map as a 2-for-2 trade does come on through. OD not able to get that secured point as Gingy collects 3 into the front. And again, he collects some more as he continues to fry. As a stun check does come on in. His teammate, though, does get that trade kill. Different, though, does get killed. Proxy Mine down as well. All players, except for the one on your screen, are down from the side of 07 Violet. They really have to try to make this secure point a thing here. 1-for-1 trade does happen. Point getting secured back for the side of 07 Violet. Pinstripe kill feed comes on in, and Different just has to run at this right now. He knows he has players in position, and he sticks his teammate, unfortunately. And again, Flander in the back of the map gets taken care of. Different, gonna have to make a play here with this pistol. He has 2 blockers in position again. This is a huge timing for this side as he gets the pistol kill in. 1-for-1 trade, make it 2 as he scores again, and we are tied up at 3s right now. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, headed into the second half, we head to an S&D round if we are tied at 3s. But again, the block is in for Gingy, and Different is making the play happen again for his side. This is a chain score for them. And again, they're going to try to do it again as they head back to this P2 side. A little bit of a rotational thing happening right now from the backside of map. Gingy still holding it down as he collects on a big 2-piece. Make it 3 for him as he gets another one, just switching ARs, getting bullets in, and it's a 5-3 scoreline as the side of 07 Violet start to run away with this one. And again, the Chow's going every which way across the map. Only about 50 seconds left. Point is secured by the side of Sin Dynasty, but they have to score 2 here to keep themselves in it, as a Cruz does come on in, connects on a team kill, unfortunately, and the point is secured. Now only down 1 is the side of Sin Dynasty. They gotta have to play this time a little bit effectively, and they know it's going back to P2. But realistically, P1, realistically, they have to try to score this to keep themselves tied up. And the point is just in the middle of the map, and it's now picked up by the opposite side. They're just going to try to hold this out, I do believe now, as Proxymine has that pistol in hand, able to collect onto 1. Just holding this out for the last 10 seconds, and the tick is really what they're trying to do. But as I say that, the kills come on through for the side of Sin Dynasty, but trade outs are in, and that is gonna do that. That is the series, ladies and gentlemen. 07 Violet take it in 5-4 fashion in map number 3, 3-0 in the series. Looking good as the 4 seed headed into winners round number 2. Last play here for you as we head to the scorecards, ladies and gentlemen, just to see what teams finished with. And there you have it. There's the scorecards. 29 and 28 from Torch FF. 41 and 22 from Gingy, as he absolutely goes nuclear. Map number 3 for his side to move them forward in the bracket. We're going to head to a quick break and then to the send-off, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, as always, for joining up to the match. We'll be back with the send-off in just a couple seconds. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, we are back with the send-off. As always, we do this consistently on our stream. Usually we try to get an interview. Unfortunately, we do not have one for tonight, but as always, stay tuned to the stream. We do interviews pretty much consistently on this stream after every match. We appreciate, for the side of 07 Violet, for asking for the match. Rolo, big shout out to that, man. 2 matches from casted for you tonight. We appreciate you, as always, for coming into the chat, supporting your teams, having other players / owners coming in as well. We appreciate you for doing that, getting us a second match as well right after the first one. We do appreciate that, as a big shout out goes to both leagues that we casted for, XP and Zoned Out. We could not be able to do the things that we love, the casting and playing COD, without having those leagues in action. So we do really appreciate those leagues for doing what they're doing on the back end of things. And as always, big shout out to the man running the booth in the back end. Big shout out to Dre Wavy on the back end of things. He goes huge in it for you guys. Make sure you get some work done from him. If you ever need help with any production stuff, he can be a shoulder to lean on. And ladies and gentlemen, as always, last thing we're going to do, we're going to shill a little bit here. Make sure you go follow the YouTube, and as well, get involved into the Discord, ladies and gentlemen, because we appreciate that. You can always get in contact with us there and get notified into when we go live into matches, what league it's for, what group it's for, if it's going to be a playoff match. We did not have that information tonight, unfortunately, on the second one, so we did not get it relayed over quick enough, but we did eventually find that out. So Vortex Red able to take 07 Violet able to take it in that series. They move on to round number 2, winners round number 2. And as always, ladies and gentlemen, we'll catch you guys in the next one. Thank you for joining in. Peace out.